Hello and welcome to episode number 64 of WITM. As you can see, we are starting off with a promo on NXT. And before we go right with the rest of the episode, I finally noticed. I played back the last 3 episodes and noticed that there was no entrance music of any kind. So I do apologize for that. My computer didn't update and forced me without even asking me to update to a newer version of Windows 10, and that pretty much reset all the settings on my computer back to their default, including the fact that when I'm recording, I want my music that I play on the computer captured in my videos. So I do apologize for that. That should be fixed going forward. And with that said, let's proceed with episode 64, where we have a promo on NXT, and Bo Dallas is on his way to the ring. Alright, well, spoiler there. I'm sure y'all probably saw that coming anyway if you paid attention to the end of the last episode. It's supposed to be Bo talking before Andrew comes out, so alright, I guess we're going to have to... I know I put in a scene of Bo talking, but it's not in this video, so please bear with me. Yeah, it's going to take... There we go. Alright, Bo Dallas speaks. And that is not the right promo. Alright, looks like we're a little bit disoriented today to begin this episode. I do apologize. Alright, Bo Dallas speaks. I've always tried to be confident for the sake of my devoted believers, but I can't believe I'm saying this. It's a little hard these days. I mean, I used to walk this very ring as champion. The number of people who believed was, well, unbelievable. I went up to the main roster, and finally, I had an even bigger audience to believe in me. I made a few friends, and we called ourselves the Social Outcast. Looking back, it was kind of a silly name. I wasn't an outcast at all. Everybody loved Bo. But then, that all changed. My friends deserted me. The believers deserted me. And the authority told me that Bo time on the main roster was over. And now I'm back here. Back where it all began, in NXT. And still, you people chant at me to believe. Leave. I now realize that Bo leaving can only be reserved for one. Only I can believe in Bo. Now let's try to go back to the original video without backing completely out of this menu. And I said it before and I said it again. I really miss Story Creator. That was from, I believe, SVR 10 to 2K14 in the previous generation. And that's the clip I wanted, and I just backed out of it. Yeah, we're not getting off to a good start here with things going the way they should be. I apologize again. It's been a day for me. Alright, so Andrew of Raw and, of course, the Cruiserweight champion of 205 Live has come to the ring. Does this have something to do with Triple H's challenge for Andrew to be a man of his word and create opportunities for up-and-coming superstars? Andrew speaks. Relax. I am not your opponent tonight. I came here personally to talk to you, Bo. Bo, you say that only you can believe in Bo. But the question is not whether or not you can believe in Bo, because of course you can. The question is, do you believe in Bo? Because, Bo, you're not the only believer in this building. The fact of the matter is, I believe in Bo. I'm going to help you believe in yourself and make believers out of the WWE Universe and the locker room too. I'm going to make it my personal mission to make sure that that very thing happens. From teaching you the virtues of rice and potatoes, because, to be honest, I believe you could stand to lose a little weight, to bringing back that attitude that led you to become an NXT champion in the past. So allow me to make an announcement to the NXT Universe and to your real opponent tonight, Rich Swann. It's Bo time. Alright, so looks like Andrew's project to prove that he is a man of his word and he can create opportunities for up-and-coming talent, a challenge given to him by Triple H, is one of the latest call downs from the Raw roster. The inspirational, not so much as of late, but nonetheless the inspirational Bo Dallas. So, Bo Dallas takes on Rich Swann, also of 205 Live, and Andrew will accompany Bo Dallas. So, let's get that set up. Now, don't worry, we will not be watching Bo Dallas matches unless they are title shots, kind of the same rule we have with Anna's character, where we only watch her matches involving Serena or title matches. This is just kind of a side story to go on with our regular WITM content of Andrew, Corey, and Serena. So, and as a side story, of course, that involves Andrew anyway, so it's just a crazy idea that Andrew and I brainstormed together. So I hope you enjoy this little side story here to go along with our regular WITM content. Andrew being the mentor to the inspirational Bo Dallas. Alright, so let's get this NXT underway. Now, we do not have actual in-ring action in this NXT So we can sim this card and let's see, take a look at the results and see if Andrew accompanying Bo Dallas to the ring was enough for Bo Dallas to get a much needed victory on NXT. We have a promo from TJ Perkins. Shinsuke Nakamura won a triple threat against Eric Young, who took the fall in that match, and Jack Gallagher. I'm sorry, I've been pronouncing it wrong. I learned on TV it is not pronounced how it is spelled. It is Jack Gallagher taking the no decision in that match. Did Andrew lead, standing ringside, lead Bo Dallas to victory against Rich Swann? It did. So very, very early in the process of making Bo Dallas believe in himself again. But Andrew leads Bo Dallas to a much needed victory against Rich Swann. Looks like Bo Dallas could handle Rich Swann. Alright, Andre Almas defeats Ty Dillinger. Enzo and Cass defeat Breezango. Ho Ho Loon defeats NXT champion Oni Lorcan in non-title action, so Ho Ho Loon is going to move up 2 spots in the NXT championship rankings. And elimination tag action, hashtag DIY defeats Sanity. And I also noticed in the last video I mixed up the last names of the 2 men. I said Sawyer Wolf and Alexander Fulton. It is Sawyer Fulton and Alexander Wolf. So, yeah, I've been kind of not doing so well lately in recording these videos with the technical stuff. And the beginning of this video, I do apologize, and hopefully I'll get back on track. And Brian Kendrick defeats Lince Dorado. And that was a Falls Count Anywhere match. Now we can move on to the Raw portion of main events. Will we see Serena in action here in episode number 64? We have a promo from The Miz. Enzo and Cass takes on the Vaudevillains. The Miz takes on Curtis Axel. And Natalya takes on Emma. So we are not going to see Serena for our episode 64 match. So let's move on and find out what our episode 64 in-ring action will be. Vaudevillains with an upset over Raw Tag Team Champions Enzo and Cass, so they are going to move up 2 spots in the tag team rankings for Raw. The Miz defeats Curtis Axel. And Natalya defeats Emma. So, champion struggling a bit as of late, with Oni Lorcan taking a loss on NXT, Enzo and Cass taking a loss to open this main event, and now Emma taking a loss. So Natalya will move up 2 spots in the Raw women's rankings. Now we move on to the SmackDown portion of main event, where we know that nobody's going to be in action. From WITM. We have a promo from Aaliyah. No, I don't want to proceed to the next event yet. Mark Henry defeats Jinder Mahal. Apparently the game is testing the waters of the Usos being singles wrestlers. Could we see a split between the Usos on the horizon? Jey Uso, but they're doing quite good as singles wrestlers. Jey Uso picking up an upset victory over Kane. And Sami Zayn defeats the Big Show. Alright, so our next event is 205 Live. Will we see Andrew in action? It looks like we will. Both Andrew and Austin Aries in that picture there, advertising tonight's card. And right off the bat, we see that the WA Hardcore Cruisers are in action, taking on a new opponent this time in the Bollywood Boyz. This time, not the main event, but the opening match of the card. Alright. So, I do hope that I have the Bollywood Boyz theme on Spotify, because obviously I did not know what the match was going to be, so I did not have time to prepare the music. So give me a moment to look into that. Their theme is not on Spotify, so let's hope it's on YouTube. Alright, it is on YouTube.
Guns.
After an ad, of course. Okay, we got their theme ready to go. So, WA Hardcore Cruisers taking on a new opponent. Opponent they have not faced before in 205 Live, one of the newest members of the real life WWE roster, and of course the WITM roster as well. Harv and Gurv Surah, the Bollywood Boyz. Let's get underway. Oh, and yeah, we're going to watch the video package, because we didn't start the show with 205 Live.
Team led by one of the best talents on the roster to date in a match that is sure to not disappoint.
Alright, and that's right, that's the first time you guys have gotten to hear the song that just played during that intro package. That is the official 205 Live theme. It is called Hail the Crown by From Ashes to New. Alright, so the WA Hardcore Cruisers are taking on the Bollywood Boyz. Can they be the team to finally hand the WA Hardcore Cruisers their first defeat on 205 Live? Let's find out. It's elimination tag action. The AA Hardcore Cruisers versus Harv and Gurv Surah, the Bollywood Boys.
Stay where you are. The long-awaited tag team battle is coming up next.
This is going to be good.
We have one of the best talents on the roster to date. In a match for the record books. Oh boy, this is going to be awesome.
What? This is a thing? Ho Ho Loon, and I believe that's Rhea Daivari. Now here comes Austin Aries. I'm sorry, not Ho Ho Loon, Hideo Itami, and I think Rhea Daivari. I'm not quite sure. Or no, it's one of the Bollywood Boys. Okay, this is kind of cool. So one of the Bollywood Boys, I'm sorry, I do not know which one is which, and Hideo Itami, and they attacked Andrew during his entrance. Austin Aries came to the rescue. I promise I did not script this at all. I know you can schedule run-ins. I did not script this. That's Hideo Itami, Andrew's old rival from Season 2, and one of the Bollywood Boys. Are we even going to have a match?
Nice move. A dangerous move.
Aries diving elbow drop onto Hideo Itami. Andrew with a nice enziguri.
These fans are hoping the next match is as entertaining as the last.
And that's your in-ring action.
In a match against two of WWE's finest.
Okay. So we are not going to see the Bollywood Boys versus the AA Hardcore Cruisers with one of the Bollywood Boys. I believe it was Gurv Surah and Hideo Itami jumping Andrew. Austin Aries came to the rescue, and it looks like the Hardcore Cruisers were able to fend off Itami and Gurv Surah. And I still hear the crowd cheering in the background for some reason, even though we're on the menu screen. Alright, so no contest then. That was surprising to see that. I didn't know that was possible, especially with the rivalries turned off. But, yeah. Alright, let's move on. Kalisto defeats Neville and Rich Swann. Gulak and Nice defeat #DIY. Cedric Alexander defeats Almas, Tozawa, and Gallagher. Champion versus champion, NXT champion versus WWE champion, and it's the WWE champion Balor with the victory. TJ Perkins defeats Grand Metalik. And Lince Dorado defeats Noam Dar. Alright, wow, we've seen pretty much an entire week. The only match we had this week was Corey versus Jinder Mahal. And we were set to have the AA Hardcore Cruisers versus the Bollywood Boys. And that's going to be a no contest following the attack of Atami and, I believe, Gurv Sura. So, it's time for a rankings update and all that, so I'm going to call it an episode here. I apologize that we did not get an actual match. I did not see that attack coming or anything. I had no idea that was possible without me personally scheduling the run-in, which I didn't, and if I did, you would have seen me do it on the screen because I would have had to set it up once I saw the Bollywood Boys and Hardcore Cruisers match booked. So, we're unfortunately not going to get a match in this episode, but pretty cool feature nonetheless, knowing that it is possible for the AI to just decide to interfere or attack somebody during their entrance. If so, alright, that is going to do it for episode number 64 until 65, where we may see Andrew on Raw or Serena. This is Corey signing off.